Hello everyone and welcome back to Rashminews, your go-to channel for the in-depth breakdown of the day's top stories from India around the world. I'm your host Shivam Singh and today we will dive into the 5 major headlines spanning defense, economics, politics, environment and the world affair. We will break down it what happened, why it matters and the broader implications to keep you informed without the flubs. Let's jump right in. First up in defense news, the Indian Army has successfully fired the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile from the Bay of Bengal, achieving a perfect hit. This missile, jointly developed by the India and Russia, is the world's fastest supersonic cruise missile, traveling at the speed of Mach 3. That's 3 times of the speed of sound. Why is this big? It demonstrates the India's growing self-reliance in defense tech under the Make in India initiative. The BrahMos can be launched from the land, sea, air and the submarine also, make it versatile and a strategical strike against the high-value targets like enemy ships or the bunker. In region with rising tension, this boosts India's deterrence power. Strategically, it sends a message to neighbors like China, Pakistan. Economically, it creates jobs in the manufacturing. Environmentally, such tests are conducted in controlled areas to minimize impact, but they do involve fuel emissions. Overall, it's a win for national security and the indigenous innovation. Shifting to business and economy, the Indian rupee has breached that 90 mark against the $1, now labeled the most depreciated and the volatile among its stable peer. According to State Bank of India report, since April 2025, the INR has lost a staggering 55% of its value. Currency depreciation means the imports like oil and electronics become costlier and the fueling inflation for exporters. It's a boon as their goods are cheaper abroad. Volatility, big swings in the value makes planning tough for the businesses and the investors. Broad implications could stem for global factors like US interest rates hike, oil prices surges or the domestic issues like the fiscal deficit. For everyday people, it takes higher prices for fuel and the gadgets. The government might intervene via RBI reserves or the policy tweaks. Long-term strengthening manufacturing and reducing imports could stabilize it. Stay tuned, the signal potential economic turbulence ahead. In politics, both houses of parliament, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, have been adjourned until tomorrow 11 am following massive uproar over the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's Central Excise Tobacco Bill during the winter session. What is the bill about? It proposes changes to tobacco taxations, possibly increasing duties to curb smoking and boost revenue. But opposition parties are protesting, claiming it ignores the farmers who grow tobacco and alternative crop supports. This highlights tension between the public health goals like reducing tobacco-related diseases and rural livelihoods, as tobacco farming employs millions in the states like Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka. Politically, it could be a unite opposition against the government, delaying other bills. Economically, higher taxes might reduce the consumption but hit small farmers. Socially, it's a step towards the healthier India but needs balanced policy like subsidies for the crop shift. Expect heated debates tomorrow. Turning to the environment and the climate, the Kosi River in the Bihar has caused another disaster as its concrete embankments burst, flooding villages and turning supposed flood protectors into killers. The Kosi, known as the sorrow of Bihar, shift course dramatically due to silt from the Himalayas. Embankments built decades ago to control the floods often fail under the pressure, worsening inundation. What are the implications? Human toll, life lost, home destroyed, crop ruins affect millions. Environmentally, it disrupts ecosystem, erodes soils and spread waterborne diseases. Climate change amplifies this with the heavier monsoon. What is the solution for it? Experts suggest natural alternatives like wetlands or the river room to flow rather than rigid concrete. Government responses include relief aid but long-term infrastructure. This tragedy underscores the need for sustainable flood management in the vulnerable regions. Finally, in the world affairs, US President Trump has paused all immigration applications from 19 non-European countries, including Afghanistan, in a new national security crackdown. Europe is spared, focusing on the other deemed high risk. Then, this affects visas, green card, and asylum from places like part of Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. It frames as a America first to enhance the border security. Security-wise, it aims to prevent threats, but critics call it discriminatory. Economically, it could hurt US industries relying on the skilled immigrants. Humanitarily, it spread refugees. Globally, it strains relations with affect nations. India will see indirect impacts on H-1B visas if expanded. This chaos trumps past policies, signaling a tougher stance. That's our wrap up for the today. Defense trumps economic news and the political drama, environmental alert and the global shift. If you found this informative, hit like button and subscribe the channel and turn on notification for the daily update. Drop your thoughts in the comment. What story surprised you the most? Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, stay informed and see you in the next time.